If you still think only builds quiet and predictable luxury SUVs, the all-new 2026-27 RX 800h is about to completely destroy that idea. Because this isn't just another facelift or small update, has transformed the RX into something far more ambitious, far more premium, and honestly far more dangerous for rivals like the BMW X5, Mercedes GLE, XC90, and even the Cayenne. Welcome back to Drives, where we bring you the hottest future cars, luxury SUVs, and next-generation automotive technology before everyone else. And trust me, this new RX 800h might be the luxury SUV has ever created. The biggest thing you notice immediately is confidence. Older RX models focused mostly on comfort and reliability, but this new generation feels like finally wants to dominate the premium SUV market emotionally as well. It no longer feels like the safe option. It feels like a real statement. And honestly, that changes everything. Let's start from the backside, because this rear design is probably one of the cleanest and most premium-looking rear ends we've seen in years. The full-width LED light bar instantly gives the RX 800h a futuristic identity at night, and the sculpted tailgate adds a stronger personality. Also redesigned the rear bumper to make the SUV appear wider and more planted on the road. The proportions are smoother now, but also more aggressive at the same time. It's almost like studied European luxury SUVs carefully and finally decided to fight back in style. And can we be honest for a second? If you saw this from behind without a badge, you'd probably assume it was some high-end European luxury SUV costing six figures. That's how far has come with this design. The rear cargo area is expected to remain practical too, because Nose RX buyers actually use these SUVs daily. Whether it's family trips, airport luggage, shopping runs, or weekend travel, practicality still matters. And that balance between luxury and usability is one of the RX's biggest strengths. Now let me ask you this, would you rather buy a flashy luxury SUV that turns heads for 2 years, or one that still feels reliable and stress-free after 8 years? Because that's where usually wins big. Moving around to the left side, the RX 800h looks lower, longer, and far more athletic than previous generations. The side body lines are sharper and more refined, giving the SUV a stronger sense of motion even while standing still. The wheel arches are more muscular now, especially with the larger premium alloy wheels available on higher trims. Depending on the configuration, the RX can look elegant, sporty, or almost performance-oriented. Also refined the spindle grille design at the front. Instead of looking overly aggressive like older models, it now feels cleaner and more sophisticated. That's important because luxury buyers today want premium styling, not exaggerated styling. The side profile also improves road presence massively. Park this next to older RX models, and the difference is night and day. This SUV finally feels like it belongs in the same conversation as the best German luxury crossovers. One thing I really appreciate is how avoided over-designing the vehicle. Some brands add too many sharp lines and fake details, but the RX 800h keeps things modern without looking messy. And honestly, that's harder to achieve than most people realize. The aerodynamic improvements should also help with efficiency and highway refinement. Better airflow means less wind noise and smoother cruising, which is something luxury SUV buyers definitely appreciate during long drives. Now here's a question for the Drives family. Do you think styling has finally become better than some German rivals, or do BMW and Mercedes still look more premium overall? Drop your opinion in the comments, because I know people are divided on this one. Now let's move over to the right side, because this angle really shows how upscale the RX 800h has become. The roofline flows beautifully toward the rear without sacrificing practicality, while the slim side mirrors and flush styling details help the SUV feel futuristic and expensive. Even small touches like chrome accents and body sculpting look more mature now, clearly focused on elegance instead of trying too hard to appear sporty. And honestly, this SUV now has the kind of road presence that makes people look twice when it passes by. Ride height also feels perfectly balanced. It sits confidently like a luxury SUV should, but still looks sleek enough to feel modern and premium instead of bulky. Now let's talk about the interior, because this is where traditionally dominates, and the RX 800h takes things even further. The moment you step inside, you instantly notice how much more luxurious and technology-focused the cabin has become. Finally built an interior that feels fully modern while still maintaining that relaxing atmosphere buyers love. The dashboard layout is cleaner and more driver-focused now, centered around a massive high-resolution infotainment display that feels significantly faster and easier to use than previous systems. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are included, along with over-the-air software updates, improved voice commands, and a far more intuitive interface overall. And honestly, isn't it crazy how luxury SUVs today basically feel like rolling luxury apartments? Right in front of the driver sits a fully digital instrument cluster displaying navigation, hybrid performance information, safety alerts, and customizable layouts. But real luxury isn't just about giant screens. It's about comfort over time. And this is where continues to shine brighter than many competitors. The seats are expected to be incredibly comfortable, especially in higher trims featuring heated, ventilated, and massage functions. Soft touch materials cover nearly every surface, while premium stitching and elegant trim finishes make the cabin feel genuinely expensive. Ambient lighting creates a calming atmosphere during night driving, and the panoramic roof helps the interior feel spacious and airy. One thing has always mastered is cabin isolation, and the RX 800H should continue that tradition beautifully. Highway driving is expected to feel whisper quiet, making long trips far more relaxing than in many competitors. Rear passengers also get serious attention here. Plenty of legroom, charging ports, premium materials, and comfortable seating make this SUV ideal for families or executive travel. Imagine taking this thing on a 5-hour road trip. Everyone stays comfortable, road noise stays minimal, and the hybrid system quietly handles the miles without drama. That's the kind of effortless luxury experience wants to deliver. Now let me ask you something. What matters more to you in a luxury SUV? Performance, technology, or long-term reliability? Because honestly, most brands focus heavily on one but struggle to balance all three. Technology and safety are another huge strength for the RX 800H. Is expected to include adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, emergency braking, rear cross-traffic alert, traffic jam assist, and a highly improved 360-degree camera system. Parking a luxury SUV in crowded areas becomes much easier with advanced cameras and sensors like these. And let's be honest, modern safety technology has become just as important as horsepower for many luxury buyers today. Now let's get to the heart of the RX 800H, the engine and hybrid performance. The 800H badge strongly suggests is pushing hybrid performance much further than before. This isn't just about saving fuel anymore. Wants this SUV to feel powerful, refined, and intelligent. Expect a high-output hybrid setup delivering instant torque, smoother acceleration, and effortless power delivery during everyday driving. And honestly, that's exactly what luxury buyers want. Instead of chasing insane horsepower numbers just for bragging rights, focuses on real-world smoothness and refinement. The RX 800H probably won't feel as aggressive as a Cayenne or as sporty as a BMW X5M package, but it doesn't need to. What understands is that most luxury SUV buyers care more about comfort, silence, confidence, and reliability than extreme performance. The hybrid system should also improve fuel efficiency significantly compared to many rivals, especially during city driving and traffic conditions. And because hybrids already have a strong reliability reputation, buyers will likely feel much more confident owning this long-term compared to some complicated European systems. Now let's talk about pricing, because this SUV is entering serious luxury territory. The 2026-27 RX 800H is expected to start somewhere around $78,000 to $85,000, depending on trim level and options. And if you fully load it with premium packages, upgraded interiors, advanced audio systems, and every technology feature available, prices could climb close to the $100,000 mark. Now yes, that's expensive. But here, the key thing is no longer trying to be the affordable luxury alternative. It's trying to compete directly with top-tier premium SUVs from Germany. And honestly, when you factor in reliability, lower maintenance risks, strong resale value, and hybrid efficiency, the RX 800H begins to look like a very smart long-term purchase. BMW may deliver sharper driving dynamics, Mercedes may offer stronger badge prestige, may feel more exciting, but delivers balance better than almost anyone. And that's exactly why this SUV matters so much. So what's the final verdict on the 2026-27 RX 800H? Honestly, this feels like the RX finally evolved into the luxury SUV it was always capable of becoming. It's stylish, refined, comfortable, technologically advanced, efficient, practical, and premium enough to stand proudly beside the best luxury SUVs in the world. No, it won't satisfy performance enthusiasts searching for aggressive driving thrills, but for buyers who want comfort, reliability, efficiency, luxury, and low ownership stress all in one package, this could easily become one of the luxury SUV purchases available. And honestly, that overall balance is what makes the RX 800h truly special. So now I want your honest opinion. Would you choose the RX 800h over the BMW X5, Mercedes GLE, XC90, or Cayenne? Or do you still think German luxury SUVs dominate this segment completely? Let me know down in the comments because this debate is only getting more intense. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to Drives, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest luxury SUVs, future cars, EVs, and automotive reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one right here on Drives.